Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Toya T. I'm in my car. I'm not driving. Don't worry, you worry. I'm in my car at campus. I got here super early because today's midterms, but that's besides the point. It's raining, and I thought this would be a great time for me to make a video before I go out into this seemingly semi-torrential rain. I wanted to give you guys an update on my dating break and what I've learned so far. I think I've been doing this for about a month. Yeah, I think it's a solid month now. And there's a few things that I've noticed about myself. Mainly I went on this because I wanted to concentrate more on myself and stop those thoughts that happen when you reach 30 and you're still single and all your friends are getting married and having babies and you're like, what's wrong with me? Oh my gosh, I must go into super overdrive to find myself a man. Especially since my mother is I think constantly trying to marry me off. But what I've learned so far about myself, the main point was that I really did want to break some bad habits that I have noticed about myself that has not gotten me into the best of situations, relationship-wise. And the dating break has been very useful for that. So things that I normally would have done, particularly with people that I have been involved with, so exes and stuff, and talking to them, I have limited that to, if they contact me, I will answer back, but we're not flirting, we're not, having witty, cute banter, unless they initiate it, or unless I really needed to say something to them. So I'm not texting, to say, hey, how you doing, what's going on? None of that is happening. Or I'm trying not to. I've done that less. So that has been a good thing. I've learned about myself. Well, I think I already knew this. I think I've told people this many times. But I think I recently saw it on a TV show. Oh, Survivor's Remorse. The show Survivor's Remorse on Stars. It's a great show. It's a great new show. You guys should check it out. It's about a new basketball NBA player from Boston who ends up getting drafted to Atlanta, and his journey through becoming this newly rich famous person after coming from the inner city, particularly coming from Dorchester, which is where I'm from. So it's very interesting for me because it's talking about surviving parts of Dorchester and then becoming successful, and how do you deal with that. But besides the point, they were talking about people being man whores, and particularly his uncle on there. His uncle, who's played by Mike Epps, they were calling him a man whore. And I was like, you know what? I've said this several times, and I knew I wasn't the only person that used that term, man whore or male hose. And that's particularly my way of doing it. There's no double standards here, because usually when you talk about guys who are getting it in with a lot of people and are very sexually experienced, people usually call them studs, they're players, they're whatever, and then the girls who do it are considered sluts. I don't do it that way. I feel I have no problem calling guys man whores when they do stuff like that. You're not a pimp, you're not a stud, you're a man whore. You like to whore around. Everybody's had you, and you're proud of it. But I found for myself that I already knew this, that I am very much attracted to man whores, which is a huge problem I've noticed. And I've been trying to, I think with this dating break, move myself away from man whores, because usually, some of the qualities or personality traits about a man whore is that they're usually very charismatic. They're funny. I mean, they have to have qualities to attract, multiple types of women so that they can, add notches to their belt or whatever. But, I'm usually attracted to them. I've dated them. And it is not the best person to try to, settle down with. And, I've known this, but yet I was very much involved with a man whore for a good 10 to 12 years, on and off, which was stupidity on my part. And we're still friends. So, you know, most of my friends, know exactly, most of my really close friends know exactly who I'm talking about. As much as I love him, they hate him. So, I mean, it's just as much as I love him, they hate him because, you know, because of his man-whorish ways, he's not been the best person to me and has caused a lot of heartbreak. But that's besides the point. I've been trying to get away from that, and I found that even when I have tried to move away from what I consider my type, which is the man whore, when I try to go for who seems to be like the quiet type or the I don't know. I guess trying to go the opposite, like someone who seems a little bit more reserved, a less experienced, kind of nerdy. I find out that they're like the biggest freaks ever, which is, I guess, still me being attracted to or attracting man whores. So that's crazy, and I really have been trying to break away from that. So it's been semi-successful being able to kind of assess some of my dating faults. So that is one that I know that I definitely need to stray away from. I mean, like, you know, like most men say they want a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. I would like a man in the streets and a freak in the bed too. But I don't think I'm going to get that particularly from a man whore. You can have a little whore in you, but it can't be like public and everybody know that you be swinging your ding-a-ling in every direction that you can, you know, you can put it in. So, so I'm trying to move away from that. I've also noticed, that I put too much effort out. And that, I think that usually comes from the fact that right now I'm 30 and, you know, you get there and you're feeling kind of the pressure. My biological clock is definitely ticking, tick, 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 tock. And, you know, everyone's getting married and you kind of feel like, you know, it's great to be single because you can do a lot of different things and flirt and, you know, have fun and go wherever you want and spend your money on whatever you want and whatever. But it's also nice to have a companion. And so I feel sometimes when I like somebody, or I'm interested in them, I put way too much effort in. So I'm the one initiating contact and I'm checking in on them. Hey, how you doing? How's your day going? How was work? How's this? How was that? And then I realize that sometimes it does not get reciprocated. They're not asking back, how are you? How was work? How was your day? Blah, blah, blah. And that is another thing I'm trying to cut off. So I realized recently that, for a particular guy right now that I'm kind of feeling, not kind of really feeling, but really feeling, and I had a huge crush on him in college and now, just losing my darn mind having, more access to him than I did in college. But I found myself doing a little bit way too much. So I'm trying to pump my brakes here. I am supposed to be concentrating on building friendships with people. And if it leads to something, that's fine. But I am learning to pull it back because I've noticed that I do believe in reciprocity. I feel like reciprocity is the best thing in the whole freaking world. We're supposed to be equal, you know, Susan B. Anthony and all these, you know, suffragists and, you know, women's rights and feminists have fought for us to have equal treatment. And I'm sitting here, you know, semi-catering to a man. And I had this interesting conversation with my parents about, you know, where does that come from? And my mom was talking about how my grandmother pretty much was like that. My grandfather would come home, sit at the table and not do anything until the table was set and food was put in front of him. And she learned from that she didn't want to do that. She became very independent. And I, on the other hand, am somewhere, I think, in the middle because I did witness, you know, my grandmother catering very much to my grandfather. And you see it in other people, too, who very much cater to their husbands or their boyfriends. And I don't have a problem doing that, but I also would like some catering back. So I'm still very strong on, I think this last couple of years, I've learned a lot about what is really important to me. And people are trying to say that it's too much, but it's like, if a guy can hold out for, you know, looking for that wifey material, why can't I look out for that hubby material? I want somebody who is interesting, likes to travel, you know, is open to trying new things, because I try a whole bunch of different things, and can cook and will feed me and drinks and know how to make a good drink. Like, can we sit around and, you know, hang out and you can put some food in front of me, and you don't have to be like, you don't have to be Emerald. I don't need you to be Top Chef. I just need you to be able to make some food? Can you feed yourself? Can you put some salmon in a pan and freaking cook it and it not be raw? Can you make a steak? Can you bake some chicken? Can you make rice? I mean, that's basic stuff. Can you read directions? Can you read a recipe and figure out how to put the food together and it doesn't take you like 3 or 4 hours to do so? Can you feed me? Can you feed yourself if I'm not around? And it's not too much to ask for because my daddy very much cooks, and he cooks for me every week, and he puts the food right in front of me, and I can just say, Daddy, I'm hungry, and he's just, like that. Daddy, I want a drink, and he's making me, a very nice, well-balanced drink. And it's not just him. I've also have some friends, including my one of my man whores, that also had the same qualities. He can cook at the drop of a dime, and he made good drinks, and always was making sure that, I was taken care of in that sense, that you would never have to worry about being hungry or thirsty around him. And I think that's just qualities that I just enjoy in general. And maybe, as people say that you're usually attracted to some qualities, girls are usually attracted to people that remind them of their fathers, and guys are usually attracted to girls that remind them of their mothers. And my mother told me, yeah, you can take some of that, but don't be attracted to completely what your father's like. And I'm like, that's so funny, seeing that you were attracted to him and y'all were dating and got together and had me. So you can't be throwing stones there, lady. But I understood exactly what she meant. But yeah, I learned is that I like that quality. I have another really good friend that does the same thing too, where he cooks quite often, and I go over there and I eat, and I'll tell him I'm thirsty and he'll make me a drink. And we'll sit around and drink and eat and laugh and talk. And that's all I'm asking for. All I'm asking for is that. And then the other, hubby material stuff that I had said before. So, that's what I've learned so far from my dating break. And I don't know how far. I said I was going to end next week. But I think I might take it all the way to the end of this month and then start off fresh. Maybe I might join Match.com again. Maybe I might, I don't know what else I can do because I don't live in Boston. So it's kind of harder for me to meet people in, just randomly walking around town. I drive, so I can't meet somebody on the subway or on the bus. And during the week, I tend to pretty much stay outside of Boston until the weekend. So unless I'm hanging out with my friends, which my mother thinks is wrong, or preventing me from finding my man, I'm really just not out there. So I think I've had good experiences on Match. And we can talk about that too. Like if you want to hear about my experiences on Match.com, and online dating, I'm more than happy to, be honest and have a truth moment with you guys about that. But anyway, if you have let's speak on it. If you have anything that you want to say, you want to engage in conversation with me about dating breaks, if you're going on a dating break yourself, or if you just notice that you've had really bad dating habits, especially for the ladies. I know that we're a mess, but it's not just us, it's guys too. I even had a conversation with my good friend, about some of his really bad dating habits, and he realized that he's like really good friends with he's been hanging out with a girl that's really perfect for him. She's great, but he just can't get past his supermodel, thoughts of beauty. And it's like, she's a cute girl. You're not going to get yourself a Giselle Bundchen. I'm sorry, buddy. You're not Tom Brady. And you never will be. I'm sorry. And usually when you can get girls like that, they are crazy. They're crazy. They come with baggage. So, it's not just us. So if you want to talk about it, if you enjoyed this video, please comment, subscribe, like, share, dislike, send it to your friends, send it to your girlfriend that you think that always goes for those man whores too. And, show her that, maybe she should think about changing. And I will see you guys later. I should go inside and, go outside and go to my classroom and go teach these babies. Actually, not teach them, give them their midterms, and sit around and read my Essence magazine and mind my business and make sure they don't cheat. But anyway, that's besides the point. Thanks, guys, for listening. I'll see you guys later. Bye.